Hello guys, today I'm building some basic EM pumps for a school investigation, which I hope to be doing soon. Just waiting for my daughter to get back to me, find out if the staff is okay with it still. So just got to get some switches out. Now sometimes I actually like to put some little LEDs in for power, which I am going to be doing. I also like to put like little flashlights in, but I'm not going to bother with that today. I was actually meant to be going out today, but I can't overslept, and I thought, sorry, I'll just do some building. Sorry about the banging. That's the noisy bleeding kids upstairs again. They never give me any peace and quiet. It's always hectic with them. The only time I don't really hear them is when I'm drilling holes in boxes. So I've already started with it at the moment. I've put in temperature gauges, which I want in there as well. The switches is not going to fit in there at the moment because I've got to make the hole a bit bigger. So that comes the drill again. Yeah, my neighbours are like, kids from hell. They just don't stop the noise. It's always like running and jumping about, I could just like text their mother and say, look, there's too much noise coming through again. Can you ask them to be quiet? And they will probably be quiet for about 10 minutes and it starts again. Because the mother doesn't really give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm actually going to be building 3 today. The only thing is I've lost the screws, so I might have to actually glue the casing down for now. What else do I need? I need the motor thingamajigs. I don't know if they're going to be any good, those ones, but I'll do it for more in case they don't stick down. And I need LEDs. I did build one the other day, but I've done it a slightly different way. So that's what it's going to be like. They do still sound a little bit noisy, but it's only going to be stuck in a room where there's no one going to be walking around. Alright, so 3 LEDs that can be moved out of the way. Alright, just give me a couple of moments. I need to look for something. Now I've also got some noise outside. The guy's been doing some work outside for the last week or so. So to build a basic EM pump, you don't really have to have this temperature gauge. I just bought the temperature gauge because I like to have temperature gauges in there, because if the room that I'm in is getting activity, especially when you get cold spots, you can check on the temperature. Now you should be reading 41, but they're not. That's 41, that's 39, and that's 40. So I don't know what's going on there. So this one's a bit crooked. Say that for myself anyway, so it don't really matter. Lots of dead plastic in there. these are the battery holders I'm going to be using, because you don't really need a lot of power on these motors. I normally do this bit last, but I'm going to do it first today, so they can actually get stuck down a bit quicker. Let's put my glasses on. A little bit blind today. Glued on, don't seem to work. It's because there's a chunk there which is stopping going in. And there's that bit there. Oops, spilling it on the table already. Try to be careful when you're gluing these down, because the glue is really hot. I already burnt my finger the other day and left a blister. Put plenty of glue in it. Try to get it right up to the edge. There we go, like so. Number one. So before I do any other work on them, I'm going to just do these side bits and dry down. I've already drilled the holes for the switch, the LED, and the battery component. I will be gluing these down as well later. I need to order some more glue sticks as well. I used so much in the past. No, you can actually drill, well, there's actually drill holes in here, so you can actually put some screws down. But I don't normally do that. If the glue comes off, I'll just peel it off and re-glue it. I won't bore you with building all three. I'll just show you building one, complete one, and then I'll leave it as that. And then the stream just carry on doing the rest offline. It's a bit stupid doing that. Glue on the table now, on the mouse mat. I ain't got to be dead straight, kind of thing. I try to put it either middle, near middle, or right at the top. Right, so what we need to do is peel this off a little bit more. do need some resistors, maybe. Sometimes the light seems to blow. But I'm going to try it without the resistor first of all. So I've already lost the switch. Oh, I already lost the switch, but I haven't. Well, no, we get these from. I got this off Amazon, about 20 quid, I think it was. It's got like a magnifying glass on it, but the batteries keep falling out because I lost the back to it. Right, now I need 2 bits of red. Should be long enough, hopefully. Depends on where I actually put these. Get these off eBay. Can't remember how much they are. Oh, magnets I need as well. Need me magnets. There are ways of doing an EM pump without a magnet, but I prefer magnets. And the only thing with magnets, they can be a bit of a problem as well. Getting on. Again, I've burnt myself so many times putting magnets on. Yeah, what you normally do, put a dollop on there. And then stick the magnet on like that. And you try without doing too much pressure on it. I have done it and it's fallen off a few times. And I just like kind of put glue on both sides and then edges. And I usually have a little bit extra. Make sure it's stuck on. Like so. Right, so that's glued on. So you didn't see some of it. But this what I've done is put the battery component on. Use 2 AA batteries. You don't really need more than that. I have got some with 9 volts on, and motors are like so fast, but it don't really matter because I'm actually got a little kind of speed controller running. Alright, so I don't know what ones on this is plus and minus, but what I'm going to do is do the magnets first. And I'll just drop one. Number 2. Keep dropping on everything on the floor. I have bought more motors, but I've run out. I can't find these little clock things like him, so I had to buy some off Amazon. I'm waiting for them to turn up. It's only luckily that I've got some motors with these on already. Now, they do say that these EMF pumps do help with a manifestation of spirits. Because spirits need EMF, electromagnetic energy, to even try and manifest. But I do also think that, you know, spirits can gain energy from different sources as well. Alright, so what I need to do is get some batteries. Test one. Don't know if these are any good or not. What I'll do is just hold that there for me. Yeah, that's working. Alright, so some motors have the plus and minus. It don't really matter what way you put them around, but if you do have a plus and minus, it would be better putting it on the right ones. Alright, so that's one is done. Now I need a bit of wire. Not that much. And what I normally do with the wires, I just twirl it around so the copper takes the solder better. Can be a bit fiddly, I'll tell you that for one thing, when you've only got one pair of hands. Now, also what I normally do is try to find out what side the switch is turned off, because you've got the 3 pins there. If I touch that end one, it's actually spinning it already. So it doesn't matter what way you put it around, because if it doesn't spin, that means you're on the off position. And I sometimes turn it on just to make sure it's working. Right, so that is practically near enough done that I am going to put a on and off light on it. I'm going to make sure that these, which this one isn't sticky. probably might be able to get away with putting some hot glue on it, but I do prefer to get sticky ones. I did have some delivered not long ago actually, and because this is here, I've got this on, I need to try and make sure I put it in the box. Without it touching other stuff. Noise. That just makes so much noise they do, man. Doesn't even. They don't need to shout and scream and keep running about and piss me off. But they do, because they're noisy little buggers. Right, so I need to trim this off. Put that in. Good, they've gone out. Bed isn't quiet for half hour probably. So youngest ones that are so noisy. So not at school yet. Arc her mouth. Right, so what I need to do now is get the glue gun. Glue the switch down. Let that cool off. Get me LED. Can't really see well from my glasses because it seems to be steaming up a little bit. Did go to the optician yesterday and got some new glasses ordered. We'll have them next week. Right, so the long pin is the plus, the small pin is negative. So we need some wire, red wire. Right, you can do this two ways. You can either connect the switch to the LED or the LED to the motor. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's connected to a positive and a negative. And again, these bloody things can be an awkward thing to do. And it's best to use wire which has got copper in it. This aluminium stuff is sometimes a pain in the butt to put solder on. Put that on now. Right, what I'm going to do is put a resistor on. I think this is a 10k, I'm not sure, 100%. If the LED is kind of dim on it, then I'll remove the resistor. Actually, I'm going to cut that down a bit. And I'll probably do that for the red as well once I've got the resistor. And I'll put the gold colour circle is facing the resistor on that one. I don't really matter what ways it goes round as long as you've got resistor on it. But, you know, I could be wrong. Right, the other thing I need is black tape. I can hear some down here. Might need my scissors. Because sometimes that solder doesn't hold properly. So I put on some tape. It don't really matter if it's covering the resistor. I sometimes cover it all so people don't know there's one there. They think it's just like, you know, the wire from the LED. I'm going to desolder that. I'm going to cut some of that off. I don't normally, sometimes I don't throw that little clipping off, because sometimes it can be helpful. You screw up a circuit board, you can use those as like little jumpers. And usually I can get like an EM pump done rather quickly, but I'm taking my time because my eyesight's getting bad. You know, I have screwed up quite a few times building stuff. And every time you screw up, it's money down the drain. And once they're covered up, I just like pour them both over, like so. And I get the LED, and I can either have it straight like that, but I tend to like fold it over. The hole's a little bit too big for the LED, but it don't really matter. Not to me anyway. Right, so I'm going to put some glue and they drip down to the, they shouldn't slide out anyway, these temperature gauge things. I used to cover it all over, you know, all down the sides, but I don't do that now, because that can be a pain in the arse trying to get out if you need to replace it. Right, so that's that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a longer bit of wire. and that will go on the same pin as the motor. Like so. And just pull it around. It might be a bit longer than expected, but what I normally do is just tuck it down and drop a bit of glue on it. Like that. Then the black goes onto the motor, so I need to pull the motor out and then put that on the motor. Like so. And I'll get a glue gun and just put a bit of glue on them so they don't fall off. And then I'll let that cool down. Just put my finger because I just touched the bloody hot glue again. So when I turn this on, that LED should light up. And there we go. It is a little bit dim, but it's not too bad. And then all we need to do next is slot that back in now. And all the wires just pull back. You can use another bit of wire. Just tie it back with, because there's quite a bit of excess wire there. Bit of string, cotton, whatever. I've got loads of wire because I just stripped down all my old DVRs because all the cables broke. So instead of throwing the cables out, I kept them. So I don't have to keep buying wire for when I do my project builds. Now I have got quite a bit of wire. So there we go, that's that. Then just tuck it in like that, and it should be working, which is not. So why is it not working? Got some bits of metal on there, probably. Oh, it's not working for some reason. Could be because the battery is flat as well. It did just spin a little bit then. I think the batteries are flat, so let me get some fresh batteries. If it ain't the batteries, I like to know what's causing it, because that should be working 100% now. I do have problems with these sometimes. It's kind of annoying and a little bit embarrassing when I don't want to work properly. For some reason it's still not working. I see what it is. The thing didn't. There we go. It is working. It's just the one of the cables came off. didn't solder it on properly. So that's what you need to make sure the solder is on properly. And because my room's getting a bit darker as well now, it's getting a little bit hard to see what I'm doing. I should have started doing these earlier today. Shit. Get a bit more glue on it. Right, cool down for a minute. Get K2 meter. I've dropped my drink. It don't normally take me this long to do. I'm just doing it slowly, so you can see exactly how I'm doing it. You know, usually when it's a better daylight and you know, the glass don't keep steaming up for some reason, I can do these within about 15 minutes. I'm doing it slowly so you can check it out. So this switch is turning on that way. You can hear it running in the background. And to prove it's working, it does affect the K2 meter. So there we go. And I do have another type of meter which doesn't have sound, but you can see it is set off. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it does affect DC box as well, because the EMF is actually interfering with this antenna. But that could be the actual I've got a cut load of EMF in here. But sometimes, you know, when you've got devices that constantly go off all the time, it doesn't mean it's EMF. Well, it does. When it's going off constantly, it could be that you got EMF, you know, like flooding your room. But sometimes, you know, when they do go off constantly and they don't stop, it means that the batteries could be faulty and you're getting false readings. So that's it. I won't bore you with the other two. I've already lost the last packet of screws, as always. But that's the EM pump, made by Haunted Experiences / Southwest Ghosts, which used to be my old channel name. And there we go. These ain't for sale, I say. These are for my own personal use. I do have other ones that I've made. This is one of them, which you can control the actual speed of the volume down on that one. Here's another one. This one's got like a built-in temperature. And I need a battery for this one. I'll turn it down so I can control the speed of these. But this has actually got like a temperature gauge built into it. and a clock. But if I want to turn it up and down, it goes up to $2.99, $300. And the other one I was building was this one, but for some reason it stopped working. I think it's because the cable came off, so I'm going to repair that one later in the week. It's got the old analog meter on it, so that one I'm going to build, well not build, but repair that later. These were my first basic ones I made. This one is 40 because the battery component thing is broken, so I had to put glue on it, and the LED keeps popping out. I have to keep pushing that damn thing back in. But they were the first ones I built. And then I thought, right, it'd be nice to have like a little temperature gauge in it, add a little extra kind of thing. Then I started building the these ones, and then I thought, that'd be nice to have a temperature gauge in again. So I've done that one. It's also got a light detector as well on it, like a shadow detector. But you can only have that running, or you can have them both running at the same time. So when the sun goes near it, casts a shadow, it lights up. And I want to build some more of those ones later. Need to take it apart though, find out what's in there. This one's got two holes in it because I was going to put something else into it, like a ion detector, or maybe a static detector. But I thought that was a static detector, but it's not. It's a shadow detector. So I can put a static detector in that later. And I've got another one in the process of building at the moment. And now I've got the remote controllers through the post, I can finish building that one. But before I finish building that one, I'm going to do the other two of these. But I won't do them now off on camera. I'll do them off camera. And if you'd like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for upcoming project builds. Bye for now. Catch you later.